When you reached out because you realised you needed to start to prepare for this birth, talk about that. What was that like? And then I'd like to hear Steve talk about where he was too at that point before we met up.
Yeah. Um, so way back in the day, before we were pregnant, and in the hope that we would have a future live birth, I said, because with the girls, with our stillborn girls, I had been induced. I
Mm.
had went through a natural labor with both of them, and it was the most beautiful experience, but super painful and uh, uh, full of heartache, really. So
Mm.
I said, radio, in future, having a C-section, we get that baby out as quickly as possible. I don't want to go through that labor process again. I don't want to go through all that pain. And even from 2015, when we started trying, I was terrified of going through the pain of labor. I just thought in my little brain that I wouldn't be able to survive that pain. This is not, I can't do this. And so then when I already had that from the outset, and then when you add in all of the loss, I thought, I'm going to need some serious help getting me through this labor thing. The pregnancy is one thing, but how am I going to survive, let alone ensure that we have a surviving child out of this? Like I was quite lost. And our best friend is also a bereaved mum. We met her through the losses of our first daughters. She is now a qualified midwife, but at the time we were pregnant, she was a student midwife. And she was our biggest cheerleader in this whole pregnancy journey,
Wow.
especially as we geared up closer to birth. And it was Ali who told us about you, Tracy. We'd heard whispers of it, but I thought that's not for me. Like, I just want to get this baby out. I don't want to deal with the
Mm.
beautiful birth thing. I just want this baby out. But she, and for Steve as well, was adamant that this is something that we both really needed to do, to meet with you, to get your help. And I was super excited that maybe this would be our ticket to realizing that we can have a beautiful labor again and a beautiful birth experience. Steve was a little bit more skeptical and wasn't sure if this course was going to do much for us, but
Mm.
well, you changed our world over that phone call and that weekend that we met you. And ever since then, you just totally changed the course of our later stages of our pregnancy and our birth. 100%.